Hello friends, Jim McCown, veteran personal trainer, back with you today to bring you another golden nugget about using the band to get your glutes to function. I have here with me again today Danielle Marshall, fellow trainer and good friend. She's going to demonstrate a typical band walk that we see day in and day out. Get into that hinge, in that lateral walk. Now if you guys remember from the second video, Big Things of Small Beginnings, I talk about hip hinging. Works very well for mobilizing or getting your hamstrings mobile and activating the glutes, especially done with that knee position I talked about. Now, with that being said, that works in this plane of motion because we're getting a little bit of pre-stretch and then a contraction. A little bit of pre-stretch and a contraction. So in a sagittal plane of motion, when we're moving this way, right, forward and back, that hinging works for getting the glutes to work. We're in this plane of motion, which would be a frontal plane of motion, moving side to side. It's not the same thing, although you would think it's still glutes. But actually, if you think about this, my glutes are stretched out right now. So think about that. And the more you flex at the hip, the more likely you're going to get TFL and IT band to start firing up. So if you really want to get your glutes working and you want to do a lateral walk, do it with just a soft knee, stay tall, and do it like this. Now, more importantly, if you really want to get to the point of getting your lateral rotators and make sure you're getting your glutes, a better band walk, which is the name of this video, would be a shorter band walk where you're standing just like this, not very flexed, just a soft knee, and you're going to rotate, you're rotating this hip basically, just like this, not laterally stepping, just stepping around. So if I'm standing at 12 o'clock, I'm going to go to 3 o'clock, I'm going to come back. You can stay on one side or you can alternate. But you have to be aware of, and most of us think that when we're moving something, we're actually exercising that. Actually, in this instance, we're stabilizing this hip, working that glute med the way it's intended to be worked. So the one you're standing on is going to be doing more work, as long as you don't let that knee cave in, because that band will be pulling you. So keep that knee over the foot, do that little lateral step. You're sure to get those glutes fired up. We'll see a little demonstration here. Just a rotation. Now notice how she's not letting that knee cave in when she steps away. She's working that glute med and that hip a lot right now. Now, if you needed something more exciting, we'll add a little nugget here for trainers, or for anyone else who just gets their glute working. Let's double that up and do a lateral step with our hinge. We'll come back, lateral step, or a clock step with our hinge. Because we're getting that rotation and that hinge,
oh yeah,
your glutes have no choice but to work. AKA butt on fire.
For sure.
All right, if you guys haven't figured it out yet, I'm on a mission from God to dispel dysfunctional movement and bad form. Stick around for the next video.